Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Superman Collector review, the third video of the day. I'm on a roll today, can't seem to stop, but hopefully you'll enjoy some of these. I've just done a review for the Hot Toys Christopher Reeve figure and the Hot Toys Christopher Reeve figure Evil version, not easy to say. So while I'm on the roll of Hot Toys figures, this is the Hot Toys Superman Returns figure. Came out just after the movie in 2006, I think it was, yeah. This was one of the early, very early Hot Toys figures. And it's not quite as refined as the Christopher Reeve ones, which came later. But as an early figure, it's not at all bad. Just comes with a stand base, which I haven't got it on a stand base. It's just standing in the cabinet. With the clip that goes around the waist that I spoke about earlier. So it doesn't come with any fancy base or Fortress of Solitude or anything like that. It's just the figure. But detail-wise, it's not too bad. The suit, it's okay. It's not quite... I mean, it was very difficult to emulate that suit, I think, because it had loads of sort of... I think it had small S's in the fabric of the suit. I'm not quite sure in the movie. I get confused with the differences in Man of Steel, because I think Man of Steel had like Kryptonian writing in it. I'm not quite sure. There's lots of different ways that they've done this, but this, you have got the lines in the suit, but you haven't quite got the detail. The belt's not too bad. You've got the S in the middle there, which I never agreed with in that movie, but you know, we can't all be happy. The boots are pretty good. Likeness wise, as an early figure, it's not too bad. I mean, let me just bring you in. It's okay. I mean, it's not refined, but it's the best we could get for the time. And it's one of their early figures. Fully posable again, 1/6 scale. I'll just spin it around. You've got the long cape there, which again in that movie, you can see the side profile there. Again in that movie, I thought the cape was far too long. I wasn't a complete fan of the emblem. Just bring you back around there. It was a bit too bulky, 3D looking, if you like. Best way to describe it. But at least with this, they haven't gone with the sticker. So it's all about how technical is it to reproduce. Like with the Hot Toys Chris Reeve one, it was a sticker emblem because it was too difficult to emulate the fabric of that. In the movie with Brandon Routh, it was a bit of a plasticky emblem, so they've replicated it in plastic. So you could say it's very accurate to the movie, but I never liked the emblem anyway, but you know, that's just me. So let's continue on. Sorry, I digress there. Boots really good. And then you've got the back of the cape here. Now, this is going to divide fans, I think, because as you will see, the cape has some writing on it. Now, I'm not in the habit of getting rare things signed by people, but because this is quite a, I don't want to say cheap, lesser refined figure, I've had it signed by Brandon Routh. So I don't know whether you can see that there. It says, "To Andy, best, Brandon Routh." As I say, some people will agree, some people won't agree, and that will, you know, be a good talking point with some fans. But as I met Brandon Routh, I have another figure of Superman Returns, which I had signed as well. That was just a sort of very cheap one. But this, again, I mean, this wasn't dear. This was 100 quid, I think it was. I don't think it's very expensive. I think there are a few on eBay. I don't think they go for a lot of money because it's an early figure. But I was kind of pleased to have it signed because I thought it would make it a little bit better. I think it's, I'm not trying to stall on my opinions, but I'll give you an example. There's artifacts out there which people have had signed, which I think are rare artifacts or rare collectibles, and I wouldn't have them signed because I think you cheapen it. I think the line I'm going for with this one is it's already quite cheap, so getting him to sign it would enhance it. There you go, that's my bottom line. So yes, it's been signed by Brandon Routh himself. Lovely guy, met him quite a few times now, got lots of autographs. So I just thought I'd show you this because I wanted to show you the differences between this and the Chris Reeve figures, on how, you know, they've come up with elaborate bases and the likeness has become much more accurate, and that it's advanced over the years into something much, much better. Again, fully posable though, so you can hands on hips, you know. I think it came with one other set of hands, I'm not sure, but not a great array of hands. And as I say, the likeness is, you know, I think because if you said to someone, is this Brandon Routh, and they didn't know the figure was from Superman Returns, you'd probably say yes, it is. So it's there, but it's not refined. That's the bottom line of it all. But it's still another great figure. There's no wire in this cape. It flows very, very freely, so it just sits behind him there. It's a great figure. It's a nice one to have in the collection. And going back to Superman Returns from 2006, I really like that movie. There's lots of things I didn't like about it. I think a lot of fans panned it, and that's completely your opinion, and no one's to question you on that. But I kind of liked it because it had nods to the original Chris Reeve movie. Bryan Singer, the director, had very good intentions in bringing it forward, but not bringing it forward too much that we were far away from it, which is what I think Man of Steel did. So I kind of liked it. And Brandon Routh as a Superman, I thought he was very good. Kevin Spacey as Lex was excellent. Let's not talk about Kate Bosworth as Lois, because let's not go there. We'll just move on from that. But not a bad movie, a very nice figure, something to add to the collection. I've got quite a few figures from Superman Returns. So I thought I'd share it with you. So if you want it, it's on eBay. I don't really know how much they go for. I can't imagine them being a lot. But they are about, if you like it. And as I say, I'm glad it's signed. And I always have everything put to Andy, because I never sell anything. I very rarely part with anything that's important to me. And if I want it signed, I'll have my name put on it, simply because it's not going to be sold. It's not going to go to anybody else. So why not dedicate it? And also, I find it more personal when it's dedicated to you. It's like, you know, it's dedicated to a fan. And a lot of the times people write, actors should I say, cast members write really nice things when you ask for personalizations. And one of the best things that I have got, which I will share with you at some point, I plan to do a separate video on autographs. I have a Superman Returns Daily Planet front page newspaper. And it says to Andy on the front, and signed by Brandon Routh, and he's written on the front, "I'm always around," which was a line from the movie. Didn't ask him to put that, he put it, you know, and it makes it just that little bit more special. Again, I've got things signed by Sarah Douglas, who played Ursa. Great seeing you again. Jeff East, who played Clark Kent. Best wishes to a true fan. Those little things mean the absolute world to a fan. And that's why I get things dedicated. And I'd like to know in the comments what you think about me having this signed. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Was it a wise decision? Was it a bad decision? All I ask is be kind. But let's see what you've got to say on it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video and sticking with the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you will, and then that will make the channel grow. And hit the notification bell, and then you'll be aware of my next uploaded video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.